Um, Hello? Yo, what's up? We're doing something different today. We're doing Dungeons and Dragons, and let me undeafen real quick. How do I undeafen? Oh God, I forget. Wait, hello?
Hello.
Hey, all right. So okay, this is gonna be my first time hosting a Dungeons and Dragons campaign. And I have so much in store for this. You have no idea how much effort I put into it. I spent literally an entire night just going ham making up stuff. So I hope this will be fun. This is probably going to be very chaotic, but yeah, I'm excited to get into this. So Ben, do you have a character already in mind for today?
Got one made.
I made him make
ready?
one. Yes.
Yes.
All right, cool. Because the way I'm kind of doing it is I have like a Photoshop thing with the maps and stuff, so I can just put your character on here too. Yeah, I'll just add this on here real quick, and I can give you guys like the backstory and stuff, and then we can get started.
I also did send him the backstory. I don't know if he read it or not.
I did indeed, yes.
All right, cool.
Did you?
A lot.
Wow! Imagine he actually read something.
All right, so
I'm so proud of you.
Bullying.
wait, what's your character's name? Wait, what's his name again for your character?
It's just Vicken.
Wait, how do you spell that?
It's in the Discord, but it's VIK.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. What the fuck is this? This is Dungeons and Dragons. This is my new favorite game.
Wow, Mac. What's
Just-
the language?
just-
Also, hi, Mac. I miss you.
All right, I've just about set this up. All right, this is gonna be
I'm
crazy.
alive again.
Yeah, Ali's alive again, dude. How long has it been since you like been on stream for anything?
Other than that little stream I did the other day, it's been months, and I'm actually back now, guys.
Awesome. Yeah, and we're doing the podcast too. Make sure you guys
We're doing a
listen up.
podcast once a month. Check into Cloudy Vision, and also Thursdays and Fridays at least. I'm gonna be streaming again. So.
Hell yeah. Okay. All right. Now I gotta do the reading part for this. Oh my god. Okay.
Do it really dramatically.
You want me to read it dramatically? Okay.
Yes.
It's gonna be cringe, but I'll do it for the content.
You're the king of cringe. Come on.
That's true. You know what my nickname was in high school? It was Cringe Lord.
Oh, God.
I was kidding. I didn't have a nickname. I
thought it
wasn't
was
cool enough to have one.
Boy.
Okay.
I thought it was Shrek Boy because I Shrekified you in that one picture. Anyway.
All right. Here we go. I just pulled up the document. Okay. I'm a bit of a boomer, so I may have technical difficulties. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Long ago, all the species within the world lived together in harmony. But one day, that all changed when the Loxodons attacked. The Loxodons, under the command of King Loxy, pillaged and destroyed any territory they could get to in order to expand the Loxodania Empire. They conquered the vast majority of the remaining lands in the world, except for an isolated continent, the United Nations. After multiple assaults on the United Nations, Loxodanian soldiers were getting tired. A soldier within the Loxodanian forces, Zeal the Forgotten, led a rebellion and joined the United Forces after seeing the horrors his own country committed. Zeal is a 12-foot Loxodon. Okay, Zeal is a 12-foot Loxodon, the tallest in the world, and weighs over 600 pounds of pure fucking muscle. Zeal would then help plan a counter-assault into the Loxodanian capital, and you are part of his most elite forces, the few who serve directly under him and accompany him to the throne room. But once you confronted King Loxy within the throne room during this assault, King Loxy used his ring of omnipotence to stop you all and sent you all to prison, later to be sentenced to a silent execution without any jury or anything like that. 2 days later, you're all sitting in the most secure cells in Loxodania, steel cells with only a single rectangle hole for delivering food and water. You all overheard Zeal's execution, and you heard it's supposed to be scheduled to start in 2 hours. You need to save him, otherwise all hope is lost. And you must also take King Loxy's ring of omnipotence to give everyone a fair fighting chance. Holy, I did that without mispronouncing any words. God damn. Okay.
Hell yeah.
I could see the concentration on your face on your stream.
Yeah. Dude, when I read, I sometimes I just cannot say some words, but that was a miracle that it just happened.
Oh god, you should hear me half the time. I can't get out basic sentences.
Jesus.
I can't read. Anyway.
All right. So, if you guys kind of see the map right now, you can kind of like look at you know where you are and stuff. You're in like jail cells, right? These are steel, solid, hard, cannot break through them no matter what. And there's 3 guards, right? So there's a first guard, guard 1. He leads all the guards on the patrol when going to the jail cells. He's kind of like the leader. There's guard 2, who's like a little he's kind of like a pussy, to be honest. He just does whatever guard 1 says, which is leader. And then there's guard 3, which is actually an undercover Loxodanian agent that infiltrated the Loxodons, and he's undercover and he's there to help you escape. But you got to come up with a plan first. You guys have 2 hours to try and save Zeal, so you can take out King Loxy. And let's see here. Let me read through my notes real quick. Yeah, the guards deliver food once a day. So you only have one opportunity, and they're coming up to deliver their food to you. So you have one chance to do something. So I guess this is now kind of your time to plan what you want to do and how you want to escape.
Okay, well, as far as introducing characters go, I am.
Oh, wait, was I supposed to do that?
Yes.
Oh
Yeah,
god,
we
I'm
have to
so
introduce
stupid. Okay.
ourselves.
Okay, actually,
I
As
we're in
we're in cells,
a.
it could be a bit hard to introduce yourselves. Could do the
To
office
the
game
audience,
sounds.
Ben, there are people listening. They need to be
Yeah,
able
they
to
can
picture
listen.
this scene. God.
Don't bite me.
I'm Elio. I'm a Loxodon, cleric. That's pretty much it. I'm a giant elephant.
So you're like
staff.
a cleric's like a wizard, right? Kind of.
A healing like white witch, basically.
Okay, a healing witch. Okay.
Green, there's no board game. I mean, it's not really a board game. I mean, you let the dice decide, but it's not a board game. There's a lot of writing and math involved. It's great.
Math and calculus. And then for Vicken, what kind of character are you?
I'm a Goliath paladin.
A Goliath paladin. Okay, so that's like you're kind of like larger, like huge. And what's a paladin?
Not as tall as your race here.
Oh, okay.
But, paladin's more of a brain function, please.
Holy warrior.
Thank
Oh,
you.
okay.
Couldn't think of the word.
They're a
Holy
they're
warrior.
a fighter that serves some deity.
Some deity, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So you got 5 minutes until guard one brings everyone with him to deliver the food, and when they come over there, that's your one chance to say something to Rotuska. So now you've got a chance to plan. You could either take a kind of a more discreet approach on trying to break out silently, or you could try a more break out by force. Try and kill them or something.
Okay, so I'm across from. Oh no, I'm diagonal from Rotuska, and he's across from. And then there's the two guards. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But what's gonna happen is they're all gonna go to the same cell to deliver the food, because they all like guard it and stuff. So yeah.
Okay. I'm going to. You said we have 5 minutes. I'm gonna look around and see if I can see any sort of weakness in the cell at all.
All right, so you're looking around for a weakness. You
Yes.
notice on one of the hinges on the door, it's kind of rusted. But if you pulled hard enough on it, you might be able to break it and weaken the door a little bit.
Okay.
However, if you do that, it could make some noise and attract some attention.
Good point. Okay, so I could take note of that. Do I notice anything else? I could roll for it if you want.
You notice there's a window looking outside of your cell, but that's about it. Not much is inside.
Okay, how big is this window?
It's about 2 feet, 2 by 2.
Okay, so an elephant's not fitting through it.
No,
Gotcha.
no way.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
Damn
I'd
it,
love
why
to
didn't
see
I
you
become
try.
a person? Or a dwarf or something. Can I change my
Oh,
character?
No,
Suddenly I'm a house cat?
bruh.
Anyway, there's a race called awakened felines, by the way, which are just house cats that have
Or are they like Khajiit?
intelligence. Yeah, except they're just house cats with the intelligence of
Oh,
Yeah.
a humanoid.
Literally house cats.
Literally like house cats. Suddenly,
it's
my
become one of
cleric
Harry's,
Elio
obsessions.
transforms into a house cat and goes out the window. Kicks them over.
bro.
No.
That's a little extreme.
All right, so yeah, that's about all I'm gonna do at this moment.
All right, you got 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
See, I'm stupid and I want to just break out. Like, I'm sorry, whenever I do a character, there is no stealth. Not a thing.
I mean, you could try and take them
look
on.
at my door. I want to know if there's any weaknesses with my door.
Wait, say it again.
Is there any weaknesses within my cell?
Your cell is completely solid shut. It is just made yesterday. They just made it specially for you. There's
hate
no
my
way to get out.
I hate my life.
All right, you've got.
It's a prefab cell. They just throw it.
Well, I guess I'm going to sit there and rot.
Who's playing with you? Is Ben.
Oh my god.
It's,
Alright.
it's a friend of mine. Okay. Elio is going to go up to the door and pull on the hinge a little bit to see if it makes noise when pressure is applied.
All right, so you start messing with the hinge, and it makes like a tiny little squeak that's like 1 decibel. Guard 1 has supersonic.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Guard 1 has supersonic hearing, and here's what you're doing. He's like, "Hey, stop fucking with that door," and then he and then he looks inside.
Oh my God, your little things move.
And then he sees what you're doing, and then he takes your food and he just smashes it on the window inside, like in between your cell, and then it just all drips out.
Can I do a deception check and see if I can fool the guard into thinking I wasn't trying to pull on the door?
Okay, so deception check. Which one do I roll?
I'll have to roll for it, and then you also.
Oh wait, is that how you do it? I don't know how to do this.
Usually you would, but just pick a. Yeah, just tell me if you think it would work or not. If I rolled, I got a nat 20.
You got a 20 out of 20?
Yeah, nat 20. So, I deceive him into thinking I wasn't trying to pull on the door, that I just bumped into it or something. So, he still threw my food at the window, which was a little rude, but he's at least not mad that I tried to escape because he doesn't think that I did. Elian Viken I can turn up my game.
Wait, no, I got you on my
any...
end. Wait, turn it back down. I'll turn you up on my end.
Okay. Hello, take my pickles.
Wait, I know why it's doing that. I have my compressor is ducking it. Hold on, let me change that. Okay, I turned off my ducking compressor. They should be easier to hear now. Okay, wait, say what you just said again.
So I have successfully deceived the guard into thinking that I just bumped against the door. He still threw my food against the window. That's a little rude. But he at least doesn't think that I was looking for an escape.
All right, so yeah, he goes up to the door. He smashes your food on the window because he got pissed off. But then you convince him that you weren't actually trying to break out, and so he starts to feel bad. So he leaves the room and he goes to get you another cup of rice with an extra bowl of Fruity Loops. And
oh shit!
and
what
so
the fuck?
He leaves. He tells guard 2 he's in charge, and he leaves. He's in the other room in the kitchen making it especially for Elio.
Oh shit! I might stay here. This is a cool ass prison.
Hey, thank you, Mac.
I'm getting those extra Fruity Loops.
Yeah? So,
damn.
Holy shit, Mac! You've gifted 138 subs.
Mac is crazy, dude.
Girl. Alright, anyway.
Alright, so guard 1's making the Fruity Loops. Guard 2 is still in here. And Rotuska, the undercover guard, is in here too. And so they're kind of like done messing with you because guard 2 doesn't know what he's doing. So he goes up to Viken to deliver his bowl of rice. And he's like, hey man. He's like, hey yo man, here's some rice. Specially for you. And so he hands it through the window. What do you do?
I kind of call over to Viken. You don't get Fruity Loops, scrub.
Fuck you! So get a cell I can break out of. It's been newly fucking built.
Guard 2 starts crying because he doesn't like you guys arguing with each other. So he's just sitting here crying.
I immediately I'm chaotic good, so I'm immediately trying to comfort Guard 2.
All right. Guard 2 goes over to you because you're being nice to him, and he starts talking to you. Rotuska, since this is...
What is your name? What is your name?
Guard 2 says his name is Bob.
Bob, can I give you a hug?
Bob says, I would let you, but it's against my orders.
It's okay. I promise I won't escape or anything. I just want to give you a hug.
All right, we'll do a speech check to see if you can convince him. So this is when I roll like a dice 20. right? If okay, I'm just gonna roll dice 20 see if it works. Okay, rolled a 1. Wait, rolled 1 d26. What does this mean? Rolled
It
1.
rolled 1 dice 20. You got a 6 in total.
Okay,
Your
so it
result
rolls
was
a
a
6.
6.
Okay, cool. All right, so he got a 6. So he's like, man, I would really like to have a hug right now, but I just can't allow that at the moment.
Okay, Bob. Okay, Bob.
But
I'm here for you.
says, if you clean up this rice inside your cell that's spilled everywhere, I might give you, I might let you, give me a hug.
Okay. So that's what I'm gonna be doing for the next few minutes.
All right. So while you're cleaning that up, he's watching you. Rotuska, remember, he's the undercover guard. He goes up to Vicken and he starts talking to him. He's like, hey, man, yo, all your stuff is in a chest in the other room. All your war equipment, your armor, all that shit is in the other room. And I got the key to unlock this cell right now. What do you want me to do?
Give me the key.
All right. So he hands you the key.
Well, and once you guards are gone, we're getting the heck out of here.
Wait, if he gives you the key though, what good is it gonna do you? Because you can't reach the lock.
Alright, make sure you're the last one out of the room. Leave my hatch open.
All right. So Rotuska, he unlocks your cell, but he doesn't open it. All right. Now this is where Guard 1 comes back in. He's like, yo, what the fuck is happening in here? Why is Guard 2 crying? And why is all this stuff being cleaned up by the prisoner? I said I was going to get her some more food. She could have had this extra food on the ground for later. What the... And then Guard 2 starts crying even more.
Don't be mean to Bob, okay?
Guard 1...
Other guard. What is your name, sir?
Guard 1 says Bob. My name is Bob.
Okay. Bob, you're both Bob? That makes my life really easy. I'm Elia. Hello. Hello. Peace be with you. I really appreciate you going and getting me more food, but please don't be mean to Bob over here, okay? He's having a hard day.
All right. Guard 1 says, you know what? Just because of that, I'm going to take these Fruit Loops I just got for you, and I'm going to smash them in this little bitch-ass's face. So he takes the Fruit Loops, and he starts shoving it into his tusk. And he destroys the Fruit Loops. And then he takes the bowl of rice. He's like, you know what? You can still have this. So he hands you the bowl of rice, but he hands it all the way through the door. So you have an opportunity to like grab his hooves or hands or whatever.
At this point, I'm mad because he was being a dick to Bob back there. Like, who was already upset and crying. So I'm going to grab his arm, and I'm going to throw it down and try to break his arm.
All right, so now we have to do a strength check, I think.
Yes.
All right.
I say, yeah.
So roll dice. Do you have a strength at all? Or no? Yeah, I think you have 0, so I don't add any, right?
Right.
Okay. You roll a 4. All right, so you smash his arms down onto the cell, but you only like break his fingernail, and he's like, bro, what the fuck? And so he gets out.
That's what you get for being mean to Bob. You get a fucking hangnail. All right, mess with me again.
So this guard starts to get like a really bad temper. He's like, man, I can't let this prisoner like show me up like this, especially for the new guy. So he takes his hand out and he punches a hole straight through the door. And then he breaks his hand that way. And he's like, fuck. He's like, God damn it, I need a medic.
I'm a medic. I'm a cleric. I'm a cleric. Bob, if you let me out, I can heal you.
All right, we'll do a speech check for that.
This is great because we can both technically heal him.
Okay. All right. You roll a 3, bro. I think this might be rigged. All right. So. Wait. Do I? Let me add the modifier. You have what's the medic one? Medicine 4. So add 4, right? To whatever I rolled. Okay, so you have like 7. Okay, so you have a 7, and he's like, fuck it. All right, you can heal me, but it has to be like through this hole that I just made. And so he keeps his arms through there, but you see that there's a fingernail still still hanging off. You have a chance to rip it off his head.
To be fair, pulling hangnails is the worst.
So what do you do?
Okay, so I'm gonna tell him that I need to remove the hangnail for his own safety. You know.
Okay. So he's
And
like,
I'm just gonna rip that fucker off as hard as I can. And you know when a hangnail goes back too far, so it rips a slit of skin all the way up your finger?
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm.
God
That's what I'm
damn.
gonna do.
Jesus, you're a
Minus
what
one
I'm gonna do.
karma. Minus one karma, bro.
You're a monster.
Okay, so that makes him go. So you rip the fingernail, and it rips the skin all the way up into like his entire arm. So like now you pretty much de-skinned his entire arm, and it's just sitting there, and he's like, okay, now I need medical attention. So he goes back to get medical attention, and he sends a janitor in to watch for him and take his place. So he's like getting medical attention or something.
He's just gone. De-skinned him. Oh
So
man.
there's like now.
That's not what I meant to do.
So now.
God damn it.
And a level 1 cleric casually degloves a guard. Honestly.
So now there's guard 2, Rotuska, and the Lego janitor.
Hangnails, man.
So the Lego janitor is like, all right, I guess now I'm in charge because I'm taking his place. And guard 2 just goes along with it because he doesn't know what's going. He's like a private, pretty much.
Bob, are you okay? He threw food in your face. Are you okay?
Bob is sniveling. He's like, no, I'm not okay. I need medical attention.
Okay, Bob. Come here.
Oh my
come get
God.
medical attention.
All right, so Bob goes inside the cell to help get medical. Actually, yeah, he goes inside the cell to get
cure wounds on Bob.
Okay, Bob is now back to 100% health. He's feeling better than ever. He's like, all right, I gotta leave, and but I got to let you stay in here.
Of my spell slots.
Genuinely just used a spell slot to do that.
Yep.
So now he's leaving the cell, but you have like a chance to do something. Do you choose to do something or no?
I'm just gonna be like, hey Bob, can you do me a favor though? I like to stretch my legs. Can you just leave it unlocked?
Bob is like, I don't know. Last time I did that, I got in trouble.
Bob. I mean, I healed you. I mean, that you can still get that hug if you want. Just leave it unlocked so I can stretch my legs a little bit.
All right, I'm gonna do a speed check. You roll a 20 out of 20. Bob is like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll leave this unlocked. I'll give you the key, and I'll even bring all your equipment in here for you. So he brings you the chest
Thank you, honey.
of all your equipment and stuff, and he lets you both out. He's like, I don't even care about this job. I only do this for the money. But then the janitor sees this, is like, oh, hell no. I am not letting this fly, bro. I get paid minimum wage, and I am not allowing this kind of mutiny to happen. So the janitor and Bob start getting into like a brawl and start fist fighting each other. And
Lego man versus a giant elephant.
I was about to say, how's that gonna
go? But Bob, all he does is just step on the janitor and crushes him. But
God almighty.
But little does he know, the Lego janitor, doesn't matter if he's like completely just like torn apart from limbs. He can bring back his Lego body and build himself back together. So he just keeps coming back. So basically these two are fighting, and then you have Rotuska. He's like, hey man, let's get your stuff and get out of here. So what do you choose to do now?
I'm gonna grab my stuff. I'm going to thank Bob, give him a hug, looking at the other prisoner and be like, hey yo, you coming?
Oh wait,
just all walk out the door like, dear God, what on earth?
wait, say you to the dead rotting prisoner, you said that?
No. I don't know his name yet, so.
Oh, the one next to you, in the cell next to you.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're like,
then I look at Rotuska and I'm just like, are you gonna be a problem? Would you like a hug too? Or
Oh my God, stop giving everyone hugs.
No, Rotuska's on your side. He's a double agent.
It's worked so far, hasn't it?
All right.
Somehow.
So you guys got your stuff. You can just like choose a weapon or something to have with you, I guess. I didn't really think that far.
I have a staff.
Okay.
I've got a sword and a shield.
All right. And then Rotuska, he's just like an elephant with heavy armor that like his tusk can like extend and like stab through people, and he has a warhammer too. So
Oh, brilliant. He's a walking death machine.
So then we have the janitor sees this. He's like, bro, I'm not letting this happen again. The last guard that let a prisoner out, he almost got us all in trouble. So he pretty much teleports in front of you. He's like,
Okay.
he's like,
Lego man's got some abilities up in here.
the Lego janitor is like, no, you're not leaving here as long as I'm still breathing. And then Bob follows through, and he's like, you know what, fuck it, I'm joining you guys. And so now
Plot twist, the janitor is actually King Lotzi in disguise.
so now
With his ring of omnipotence.
so now you gotta defeat this Lego dude. He's like
I'm
literally
about
he's
to get my
3 inches
tinderbox out
tall.
and burn him.
Wait, say again?
I'm about to get my tinderbox out and just fucking melt him.
Okay. I'll do wait, what kind of check should I do for that? I'll do a proficiency check, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. You roll a 1.
So you like put the match up to him, right? And
Yeah.
it just kind of puffs in smoke, and that's it.
Yeah, the match didn't work. It was a fake that was just you had. So now the Lego
Not a dart or
janitor,
anything, it's not fake.
the Lego janitor, he takes his mop and he throws it straight towards Vicken, and it goes at the speed of light, bro. So what do you do now?
Shit.
Do you try and guard against it?
I'll try and protect myself against this. Yeah.
Okay.
Just gonna stand there, shield up, and hope for my life.
So you try and shield
That would
against
be,
it.
well, what would that even be? That would be bludgeoning or
it-
piercing damage.
It'd be an attack roll, but first it's got to get through my AC. So
That's true. So, Cloud, you're gonna roll a d20.
Okay, I got a 10.
you miss.
Does that hit? All right, so you miss.
All right, so
I have
like,
an AC of 18.
all right, so Lego dude misses, but it goes like right above his head, but it goes so fast that it travels around the world, and he catches it with his, and it flies in behind him, and he catches it, and he has it again. So now someone has an opportunity to attack.
Actually, take my pickles is killing me.
I know.
I'm going to. Sorry, I'm like. Okay, I am going to step up on him with my staff.
Okay.
Which is a
Wait.
staff of insects. Just so you know.
Okay.
I guess I'll just hit him with.
Okay, so for that, it would be strength.
Here, let me. Oh fuck! I rolled a nat 1, so I miss.
Oof.
Okay, so you use your staff, but it only like makes one mosquito, and it just flies out.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Sorry, it's been a while since I've tried to be violent. This doesn't usually happen. I'm sorry.
Okay, so
Oh, yeah.
so like the janitor is like, you know what, that was absolutely pathetic. I'm just gonna let you go through. So do you go through?
Kind of just yeah, like, I'm done. I'm bored. Just go. Fuck off.
go through, I guess.
All right, you go through.
I'm gonna grab Bob's arm and drag him with me because he's my best friend now.
All right, yeah, he gets a pass. He gets to go through. But now, Vicken and Rotuska still got to beat this guy or convince him to let you through.
Oh my god.
I'm
Hang on,
so
hang on.
pathetic.
How tall did you say this guy was?
He's about 3 inches.
Man, I'm just gonna pick him up and put him in my fucking pocket.
Oh my god.
He's 3 inches tall.
Yeah, he's like a Lego.
My mosquito could have carried him away.
I'm just gonna pick him up and put him in my pocket and just carry on. I'm done.
All right. So you put him in your pocket. He's like, hey, what's the big idea? Let me out of here. And so you just keep it in your in your pocket.
A piece.
Okay.
No. When Cloud texted me and he's like, we should do a memeable, really bad D&D campaign, I was like, oh, sounds like fun. What is this? Okay, so we're out of the room now. You've got a Lego in your pocket.
All right.
And
So
you've obtained a bob.
all right.
Do you
So
have a Lego in your pocket? Or are you happy to see me?
all right. So now there's the building, but you have to get the key to get out the building. So do you
Okay.
choose to go right or left?
I'm gonna choose to ask Bob if he has the key.
Okay. So you ask Bob if he has a key, and Bob is like, "Hey, I'm not high enough rank. The only person who has the key in this
Okay.
place is the chief warden, and he's located in the hallway to the left."
Is that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bobby.
Okay, let's go left then. That's my vote.
Okay.
Yep.
Ratuska, I guess, is just kind of following behind.
Yeah, he's on your team. He's
Ratuska's just back there watching, like, what the
She's
fuck?
like, what the fuck is this?
all right. So you go to the hallway on the left. What order are you guys in? Like, who's first, who's last?
I think Bob is still behind me because I've got a hold of his arm.
Okay.
Lego Man is in Vicken's pocket,
All right.
and then probably Ratuska after.
So so the order from first closest to the door. Who's the first one?
Yeah, sure. Guy with the shield. I guess that'll be me. I'll
Okay.
go up front.
And then you
I'll
said
throw the Lego at them.
then Ratuska's the
Throw a
last. you
Lego
said?
man at him.
And Ratuska would be last, I think, because he's
Okay.
like, following him.
Cool. All right. So you go inside the room.
Ratuska's
And-
like, I know,
So
right?
he's risking his life, and we're just a mess.
All right. So you go inside the chief warden's room. There's like no security. The door's wide open. But as soon as Vicken goes in there, the door behind him shuts and it goes
Yeah, that checks out.
completely solid shut.
That checks out.
Shit.
This is just my motherfucking luck. Like, what did I expect to happen?
Quick! I just
So
yelled through the door.
so
Quick,
now-
throw the Lego man at him.
so now you're in a room. It's 1,000 feet tall. It doesn't look that tall on the outside, but it's 1,000 feet tall, and it's all just like a bunch of staircases on the walls and a
Oh.
bunch of just random
Rad.
labyrinth stuff. So, but you have this Loxodon in there. He's like 10 feet tall. He has a war hammer, and he's been through thousands of wars for the Loxodons. And he's like, "Yo, who are you,
Is it
and why are
Congress
you in here
Loxodon?
without permission? You don't look like a Loxodon. Who are you?"
God fucking damn it.
Is this Loxodon Poggers PogChamp from our last campaign?
No, he's a different one.
Of course the door closes behind me. Why wouldn't it?
All right, he's starting to get
I'm-
real
I'm-
angry. Why are you in here? Who are you?
I'm in here because I can be. Shut up.
This does not make him amused at all. He smashes his warhammer
Lego
onto
Man.
the ground. It starts an earthquake inside the room.
Yeah, that checks out.
Everything starts falling from the ground. He's like, "I'll give you one more chance. Tell me who you are or why you're here."
I was told to come this way, and I'm Vicken. What do you want?
He says, "You're not authorized to be back here." But as this is happening, guard one
Guard
goes
one,
into the
move.
cells. Guard one is in the cells, and he sees they're all empty. He's like, "Oh no, this is bad." He sounds the alarms. The entire place knows that the prisoners are on the run, and they're trying to escape the dungeons. Now there's thousands of Loxodons trying to keep you guys from leaving. And it's only 10 minutes until reinforcements arrive. So now,
I'm gonna turn around and run back to where guard one is.
Okay.
And attack him
okay, so you run back.
with my staff.
With all, are you going with Bob and Rotuska, or are you leaving one behind?
Just me. Would a 17 hit him?
Okay, so you okay, so you run in there. You try to attack guard one. He's already sounded the alarm, but you manage to summon a man-eater bug, and it chops and devours and decapitates his head off. And
that's not. Oh, that is not what I meant to do.
Oh wait. Were you attacking him? Were you attacking him or no?
I was attacking him. Just...
Okay. Yeah, it devours.
It has been a while since I've used this staff. God
and
damn.
Decapitates his head clean off, and he's just dead, laying there, and he's bleeding out.
Okay, I'm gonna take his uniform, which is
Okay.
what I came back here to get.
Are
I was
you-
just gonna knock him out, but I'm gonna take his uniform and disguise myself as a guard. Since
Okay.
I'm also a Loxodon, so I'll fit right in.
So you take his stuff, and do you hide the body at all?
Fuck the body. I'm just gonna run back to where the other guys are.
So you're disguised and you have the stuff on.
Yes.
Now Guy
Left his corpse.
Now Guy is starting to get real pissed off. He's like, "Hey man, you better have a good explanation while you're in here."
Yeah, I'm gonna get slapped by a fucking warhammer.
Did you retake my pickles? First attack mosquito with 3 minutes left to live. Second attack man-eater bug that's a war criminal in several nations.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, so yeah, I'm back with the others now dressed as a guard. So it's me, Bob, and Rotuska, which are all dressed as guards.
Right. But now Vicken, he's in the room, and Guy goes for an attack. He swings his hammer at Vicken. And let's see what he rolls. He rolls a 1, so he completely misses Vicken.
Oof.
That's a
Now at this point, after he misses the attack, the little Lego dude inside your pocket, he's like, "Oh wait, it's this guy. I actually have beef with Guy. You see?"
Yeah, I'm gonna just take the Lego man out and go, "Do your thing, bitch. Do your thing."
He's like,
I told
back
you
in
I'd
the
chuck
day,
the little Lego man at him.
he's like, "Back in the day, Guy stole my wife from me. My Lego wife."
Oh,
And I've been working as a
How does
janitor,
that work?
plotting my revenge for decades, and now I finally have been able to enter his office, and I can finally take him on once and for all. So the Lego dude, he jumps out of your pocket, and he starts to like,
Oh, you man.
and he goes for the broom, he goes for the mop, lightning speed attack, and he throws it straight at Guy. And he rolls a 6, so it only gives him like a slight cut. It only gives Guy a slight cut, and then it goes around the world again, and he catches his mop back in his hand. But as it's doing it, it goes through the back of Vicken's leg, and it actually goes straight through you, so it injures you.
I mean, with a 6, that misses again.
Wait,
I have armor on again.
okay, so it hits your armor and ricochets off,
Yeah.
and then he catches it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so now
Just
now what do you guys do?
this mop is tiny because it's obviously 3 inches with him.
It's like a
It's a
1-inch
fucking
mop.
toothpick. The fucking
He literally
toothpick.
got cut by a toothpick. Fucking paper cut up in here. I am going to have Rotuska and Bob help me try to break open the door.
Okay, so you
'Cause
guys.
that office might be our best chance of getting away from all the Loxodons coming.
Okay, so you guys start trying to break down the door. Let's see. You roll a 9, so you're able to get one hinge off. There's still another hinge left. You feel like if you keep trying, you could possibly break it down at some point. Now Guy
All right,
attacks again.
3 elephants should be able to knock down a door. Come on, guys. Come on. We can do this.
So now Guy, he goes for his ultimate attack. He
Who's gonna attack me, the fucking Lego man?
he goes to attack you both. He summons the power of the core of the earth, and he summons lava, and it goes burning straight up, and it starts to fill the room of lava. So now you have to start running up this.
Yo, the Lego man's fucked. The Lego man's fucked.
So now you have to run up the staircases.
That suddenly the door is getting really fucking hot, and I'm like,
yo, you three ain't going that way no more.
I don't know about this. We should probably turn around. This door is suddenly glowing hot. Let's go the other way.
So
I
now
don't know who that guy was, but I think he's probably dead. So.
True. Okay, so now as the room is filling up with lava, the Lego guy, he's just standing there. But Vikin, your armor's protecting you a little bit because it's not too high up yet. So the Lego guy is like,
I'll fucking climbing.
He's like, I'll sacrifice myself. Don't worry about this. This is
your sacrifice gonna be worth it. You're fucking 4 inches.
He's like, don't worry about this. I've been wanting to kill this guy my entire life, and this is what my life's purpose has been coming up to. So he summons a meteor to crash down into...
Where do these guys get this power?
Can I have some of this power, man?
It's like, it's not a large, it's a Lego meteor, okay? He summons a Lego... He summons a Lego meteor and he tries to shoot it down from the space into this room to try and strike a guy in the face. And he rolls a 2. So it does absolutely nothing. It's a little piece of plastic. Falls off the guy's head. He's like, shit, that didn't work. So now...
I feel like this is one of those really elaborate Lego commercials.
So now you have one last chance to try and break out before you guys die of CO2 or overheating.
God.
And Guy is completely immune to fire and lava, so...
Oh, great, of course. Brilliant. Cool.
He's a fire locks it on.
Of course.
Fuck you, Guy.
Elio with... I'm still holding on to Bob's arm.
Okay.
And Rotuska can do whatever he wants, so we're gonna run back the other way.
You're gonna run out?
Yeah, go towards the right way that we...
Alright, so you're at the door, but it's locked still because you don't have the key. So, Guy, he's like, he goes to attack Vikin for one last blow. And he goes for an Omega Warhammer Swing of Destruction. And he rolls...
I beg he misses.
He rolls a 2, and it completely misses, and it actually makes a hole through the wall on the side. So now there's just this huge wall, hole in the wall that you can just go through.
And lava is leaking through?
And lava is leaking through, right. So now you have lava leaking through, and you need the keystone.
I'm going to try to take my staff and summon some, like, hella termites to eat this door.
Okay. So you try to summon some bugs. You roll a 17. The termites start devouring the door. But the lava is still seeping in. But you also summon some lava-eating bugs, too. And they start eating the lava.
Oh, okay.
and they clean the entire place up of lava. So there's no more lava at all.
I think we just invented a new version of D&D, and it's my new favorite. Oh my god, what is happening?
the lava eater bugs too are also like really effective against fire loxodons.
Oh, are they? Okay, I'm gonna like tell them to go do their thing, you know? Just go.
All right, so they start going. Fill. The lava eater termites go to Guy, and they start carrying him out, and they have him like, you know how like in the termites are like working together and they can like make anything. So like they have him in termite shackles and he's like chained to the floor with termites, and they took all his stuff from him. And on top of that, the termites brought you the chest that was in the room that had all the key in it.
Hell yeah.
And then Vakin and the Lego guy are like right next to the hole in the wall.
All right, Lego guy's still alive. I'm for it.
I don't know
Let's
how
go.
this Lego guy is still alive.
He's at 1 HP. He's at 1 HP.
So he's an NPC.
So what do you choose to do with the guy, the warden?
I'm
I
gonna leave
believe
that
Lego
up
Man
to
wanted to
Lego
kill
Man. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Lego Man,
Lego
he is
Lego
all
Man,
yours.
You seem like you have some hostility towards this guy here. As a chaotic good cleric, I encourage you to not act violently. But at the end of the day, whatever
Kill
puts you
him.
at peace. And I did kind of just decapitate a guard, so I can't speak too highly of non-violence. But whatever, at the end of the day, whatever puts you at peace, little Lego man. You fought valiantly against us and against this Loxodon, and I commend you for that.
Fought valiantly. All I had to do was pick the fucker up.
The Lego man thanks you for the kind words, and he's like, this one's for my Lego wife, and I'm about to Lego clean up this place. And so let me roll to see what happens. He rolls a 4, so he just goes up to the Loxodon. He goes up to the Loxodon, and then he punches him in the face, but it does nothing because he's a little Lego dude.
Literally a Lego man.
He just punches him, and the termites are just still holding this guy. And so he goes for one last punch, and it does nothing again. So
I was about to say, didn't you say guy was 10 foot?
yeah, guy's 10 feet, like Lego dude. He's like
10 foot getting punched by 3 inches.
yeah.
Hey, I have some people that never mind. I'm not.
Behave yourself.
But then Bob's like, hey, that's kind of mean. That's my my old boss. And then Bob is also like, well, to think about it, he kind of was mean to me one time. I was 1 minute late for work, and then he took away my pay for an entire year.
Oh, Bob, I will also let you off if you feel like you need to put yourself at peace by taking out some frustration on this guy.
Bob goes up to the warden, and he ends up just crying from being so sad from thinking about all the times. He's like, I'm too scared. I can't do it. I want to really punch him, but I'm too scared.
Him a big hug. Elia gives him a big hug and says, that is totally okay, Bob. We can leave. And just leave him here with the termites.
So you leave the termites with Guy, and the Lego dude, he's like, hey, don't worry about this place. I'll guard it, and I'll make sure nobody knew you guys were here. I'm the master cleaning stuff up. I'll make sure nobody finds a dead body, nobody finds a guy, nobody finds anything here, and they'll have no trace of you. And
Thank you, little Lego man.
He's like, no problem. And so you guys go outside, and then you see there's some chocobos that you guys could like hijack.
Well, we're elephants, so we.
But
might
they're chocobos built for elephants.
Oh, okay, mega chocobos.
They're
perfect.
like they're mechanical.
God.
They're mega mechanical chocobos, so they're not real, but they're like artificial, so they're kind of real. But
so how many are there? Are there just the 2, or is there?
There's 2.
Okay, there's 2.
So
I think we should probably take the heaviest with the lightest, and then the 2 in the middle on the next one to attempt to even it out. So probably Roteska and V, and then me and Bob probably. I don't know how big is Roteska.
No, you're all around like the same size for Loxodons.
Oh, okay.
So they can carry up to 2 Loxodons at a time, so this works perfectly. All right, so you guys start going to the Colosseum because you need to save Zeal in order to take down King Loxy. Now let me copy this guy over. I have to copy over some characters.
No, you're good. I love the maps too. They're super professional. I love them.
Oh yeah, I spent like years making them.
Yeah.
Okay, I need this one. All right, so now you guys get into the Colosseum. So once you reach the Colosseum, you have 2 options. You could either choose to go up to find King Loxy where he's at, but he may have the Ring of Omnipotence, which makes him invincible. Or you could choose to go and try and save Zeal, who's sentenced to be executed in about 30 minutes, and he's going to be executed in the middle of the Colosseum. So You could either go to the bottom of the Colosseum to save Zeal, or the top to find King Loxy. And maybe King Loxy has a ring on him. You might be able to steal it off him. Nobody knows.
I vote we go try to get Zeal.
Okay.
Yep. Straight for the saving.
All right, so you guys go to try and save Zeal. Let me copy these over again. Okay, there's that one. And there's this one. Okay, so you guys get to the Colosseum, and you see that Zeal is being escorted by 50 Loxodon guards. Now, Elio still has the disguise on. Bob has his guard disguise, and Rotuska has his guard disguise because he was the undercover one. Vikin is the only one who does not have a disguise on right now.
I look so out of place. Number one, I'm not the same goddamn race.
I am going to go up to Vikin and place his arms behind his back and tie them so that he looks like a prisoner.
Okay.
Someone better be holding my sword and shield.
Okay, good.
So you guys
some extra arms. God.
So you guys are trying to like disguise it as escorting Vikin.
Escorting another prisoner.
So
yeah, so I'm gonna have us escort him up towards where they're keeping Zeal under the pretense that he's also to be executed, so that they should be near each other, you know?
Okay, let me do a speed check. You roll a 20. Okay. So it works perfectly. The guards think that you're there to escort this prisoner, and they think that he's supposed to go with Zeal. So they let you go out into the middle of the Colosseum, but it's like 15 minutes until it starts. So you have to blend in for 15 more minutes. And hopefully nobody spots anything suspicious. Now, during this time, you hear one of the guards mention from earlier how there was an alarm and prisoners escaped. And how people are on high alert right now, searching out for any prisoners that might have escaped.
Can I kind of like lightly ask if anyone knows what races the prisoners were or anything? Like, do they know they were fellow Loxodons? Well, a Loxodon and whatever you are.
So you roll a 8. It's enough to convince this one lower end guard to tell you that, yeah, it was basically just like a Loxodon and or they think that they were both Loxodons because it's still a rumor and stuff.
Okay.
So
they're looking for 2 Loxodons, not a Loxodon and
because the official word hasn't gone out yet. It's still like a rumor and whatnot. So yeah, they aren't like highly suspicious of Vikin or like his race or anything like that. So now you hear there's a word from King Loxy. There's just been an official statement sent out that for all guards should be on extremely high alert for any suspicious behavior. There was just an insane incident where a guard was decapitated by a rogue Loxodon who escaped. All people are now to be strictly identified before entering or exiting any area, and they need identification. And
but we're already in there, so we're
yeah, you guys are good. But now people are just like even more suspicious. But they kind of don't want anyone knowing about it who's in the Colosseum, because it can like ruin the show and whatnot. Because this is like a major event. So you guys, now it's like 5 minutes until you need to bring him out with Zeal. You get to meet Zeal and talk to him one-on-one, and you have a chance to say something to him, and like ask him what's going on.
Very quietly. And explain to him that we are escaped prisoners. We are here to get him so that we can all fight King Loxy.
He mentions, he's like, your bravery is honorable, but what you're in right now is an extremely dangerous situation. You have no idea the lengths that the Loxodons will go to eliminate anybody that's in their path. And the person that's about to execute him, he mentions, is a demigod. And he's like, how do you plan to get me out of here if you do plan on doing that?
I got out of prison by hugging people. Something out.
He's like, I hope you know what you're doing. He's like, but Zeal mentions if you could just get me my secret my short sword and smuggle it over to me, I would be able to probably weaken the demigod enough for you guys to defeat him. And he's also like, I also have a spell book that if you brought to me, it could take away the demigod's invincibility. And you have 5 minutes. He tells you it's in the chest, just literally in the next room, but it's heavily guarded.
Okay, I'm gonna go in there alone so we don't rise too much suspicion by coming in as a fucking group of
Okay.
Loxodons that no one really recognizes. D-Nick!
Hey, what's up, Dean?
Hey, hella hype! Hi.
Literally saw his name appear in chat, and you guys went nuts.
D-Nick is an old streaming friend that got me into the diamond painting stuff.
Ah.
Yeah, I know everyone who tunes in here.
Anyway, how are you, D-Nick? So yeah, I'm gonna go into the next room by myself so it doesn't look too suspicious.
Okay.
Because if a whole group of people in there, it'd look kind of weird.
So you go inside the room, you find his stuff, you get the spell book, and you get the sword that he needs. Now let me do a check.
So I'm gonna hide.
Hold on,
I'm gonna hide the book.
So you roll a 13. So you go in there without anyone managing to noticing you going in there. All right, so what do you do now?
I'm gonna hide the book up under. I have this fur, not quite cloak, but thing around my shoulders. I'm gonna hide the book up under, and the sword I'm gonna kind of slide onto my hip so it looks like it's just my sword.
Okay. So now.
And then walk back out into the other room.
Okay, so you're in here with like other guards. It's heavily guarded, but
I feel that. I really feel that.
But like this room is heavily guarded, so you're in here. You get this stuff and you're walking out. And as you're walking out, one guard's like, "Wait a minute, wasn't that the stuff for Zeal? Why are they walking that way? It's kind of suspicious." So they go over to you and they're like, "Hey, what are you doing with that stuff?"
I was told it's not safe to keep it one room away from the prison, so I am moving it to a more secure location.
And they ask you, "Who gave you those orders?"
His name was Bob.
They're like, "Bob? Wait, are you talking the good Bob or the bad Bob?"
I just started, to be honest, guys. I haven't met everyone yet. All I know, I was given orders to procure this equipment and move it to a more secure location, and that's what I'm trying to do. He seemed very upset.
They ask you, since they're on high suspicion, they ask you to provide some sort of ID. But luckily, you have the ID from Bob that you that you killed earlier.
Oh.
Do you choose to show them this?
My name is Bob, by the way. Here.
Okay, you hand them the ID. All right. You roll a 6. They're like, "What the fuck? This was the Bob that was guarding the prisoners earlier. Hey, yo, you got some explaining to do." So what do you say to that?
I'm sorry. I'm Bob's daughter. He asked me to come fill a shift for him. I didn't want to get in trouble. I didn't want to get him, but we really need the money, so we were trying to get I'm sorry. I'm just trying to do a good job here.
You roll a 13. They're like, "You know what? You do seem like you would be his daughter, but you must be careful because he needs to have his ID and you need your own ID on yourself as well." They allow you to take the stuff, but they're keeping an eye on you the whole time. So now they are like watching you a little bit, but you have the stuff.
I head back to the other room, with the prisoners, and I lean in and I'm like, "I have your stuff. I'm just being watched very closely, so I cannot give it to you right this second."
So they're watching you.
So, also, if anyone asks, my name is Bob.
So now Zeal starts to get taken out. Do you choose to go with them or kind of stay back?
Yeah, I will escort Vicken out with.
All right, so they're
both, prisoners going to execution. I will walk them side.
Okay.
At the same time. Efficiency and all.
So you guys are walking Zeal out to its execution. There's 50 guards out here guarding the entire area, but you guys are kind of together in your own section.
This is gonna go well.
So now, before the execution takes place, all the soldiers get into a formation, and then King Loxy gets to have his speech. So he gets to actually come out into the main area and like say something. Oops, that's the wrong one. Okay. Hold on. Okay. So King Loxy comes out. He's like, today is a good day. We captured the rogue Loxodon who betrayed us all those years ago and stopped us from conquering the United Nations. Today we get to destroy him and everything that he stands for. And once this is done, nobody will be left to stop us. And he gives like a long speech, a bunch of random stuff, and then he leaves and he goes back up into the viewing chamber. So he goes up there, and now all the guards are told to head back inside before the summoning begins. Cause King Loxy, King Loxy, he's the one who gets to summon the stuff. So everyone has to head back inside. What do you guys do?
I'm going to shove Zeal and like call him some nasty names. But while I do this, I'm gonna slip his spell book like up into a fold of his whatever he's wearing, and accidentally drop his sword on my way out.
Okay. You roll a 10, so I'm just gonna say you managed to do it. And then you guys start heading back inside. So you guys are like in the viewing area for the guards only. It's kind of like open seats, like a coliseum, but it's like a special section for guards. And so Zeal's out here. He's about to be executed. King Loxy ends his speech, and then he summons Draco the Executioner. Hold on, let me get my document. So Draco is a Loxodon. He stands 400 feet tall and carries an executioner mace that weighs over 10,000 pounds. He summons
Seems extra as hell. Okay.
He summons the strength of the sun to help him in battles and can destroy an entire planet with the one swing of his mace. He can summon other Loxodons to do his bidding, and yeah, Draco Malfoy. No. So now Draco, he takes his swing of his axe, or not a swing. He's getting ready to take out Zeal once and for all with one swing. But there's like a solid like minute or two before he does that. What do you guys do?
I mean, I'm just gonna like scream and faint.
Okay.
To try and distract Draco. You
scream and faint. Draco doesn't notice at all because he only does what his mission is, and that's to kill Zeal. There's now 1 minute left.
Well, Zeal has his spell book and his sword is nearby.
But he's still chained up. So maybe if like you could unchain him, then he would be able to fight back.
Where are those termites when I need them? I don't know, Vicken, what you got? I'm doing
I don't
know.
You're
doing nothing.
My hands are bound. You tied me before we came in here.
I literally just like kind of wrapped a piece. Not even actually tied.
I also don't have my sword nor my shield.
Yes, you do. We picked up our stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we did. But when you bound me, I can't hold them.
Yes, you can.
I only have 2 hands.
Grow more, God.
Grow more.
All right, so what do you guys do?
I'm gonna turn to Rotuska and be like, bro, do you have anything we could do here?
Rotuska's like, this may be risky, but there's only one way we can stop this. And he's like, we must free Zeal. So Rotuska tries to do a tusk extension all the way into the Coliseum to try and break the chains off of Zeal.
I'm sorry.
Wait, so I gotta roll to see what he gets. He rolls a 2. He rolls again. He gets a 6. He rolls again. He gets 1. Rolls. Okay, he gets a 13. It works. So is.
We're just gonna roll until we get one we like.
So he's an NPC, okay? It's just how it works. So Ruz, he extends his tusk, and it breaks the chains off of Zeal, and Zeal's now free. And he uses the spell book to make Draco not invincible anymore. So Roteska, after this, he starts running out here, and you guys are like still in the watching from the sidelines.
All right, since I guess I'll also run.
Wait, you said you also
so
run?
Yeah, I'll also run out with Roteska and meet back up where Zeal is.
Okay. What about Vikin and Bob?
I'll just look back and be like, Bob, do you trust me?
Bob's like, yeah.
Fight with me.
Bob's like, all right, I'm not very brave though. And then does
the whole like little romantic scene. It's very beautiful.
Yeah. And then I'm guessing Vikin goes with you? Or does he stay back?
Sure.
Okay.
What could go wrong?
So you guys are all about to face off against this 400
Where's Lego Man when you need him?
So you guys are about to face off with this 400-foot tall Loxodon. But Zeal's unchained, and he uses the book to make him
flick
invincible. So now... now Zeal has his sword.
They are, the harder they fall, right?
Zeal has his sword out, and he's like, we gotta stop him once and for all, but I'm too weak to fight right now because I've been starved for about 500 days. So I need to rest for like a few minutes, and then I can be fully charged up to attack him. So you guys have to hold off Draco for at least like a little bit.
I am going to bless the party. So I'm gonna bless Zeal, Vikin, and tough choice. Bob.
Bob? Okay.
So I'm gonna bless them, and that means that they can add to their attacks.
Okay, so
it'll be an extra D4 to add to the attack.
Okay, an extra D4 to all their attack.
Yes.
All right, so the party's been blessed. Everyone has +4 attack. Draco goes for he goes to try and stomp on one of you. He goes for Rotuska first, and let's see what Rotuska gets. He gets a 20. So Rotuska, he completely dodges it, and he manages to grab like a piece of like foot hair on his way out, and then it kind of makes him pissed off a little bit.
Rip some of your toe hair up. Be careful with those hangnails. You could pull all the skin off.
Yeah, and then as he's dodging too, he also does a tusk extension and stabs him in the foot, and it kind of makes him mad.
I just lean over. I'm like, bro, where the hell did you get those? Never mind. I'm gonna run up and I guess just.
Wait, what about Vikin? What about Vikin? Vikin hasn't gone yet.
Oh yes.
Oh my god. Just gonna throw a javelin.
All right, so you throw a javelin. You roll a 8 + 4, so that's 12. The javelin manages to hit him in the knee, but it's only very minor wounds. So he's still up and fighting. He's like at still kind of like 3/4 HP right now. Bob is like, hey, you better stop being mean. And then Draco goes for a swing to try and completely smash Bob. So as he's swinging, the giant rolls an 11, and it smashes. Bob goes all the way, and Anime smashes into the side of the Coliseum, and he's just like laying there on the wall. He's like, I thought I was strong enough, and then he falls down, and he's on the ground now. He's like 2 HP.
Okay, well, as long as he's not dead, I'm gonna summon an insect plague.
An insect plague?
Yeah.
All right.
To try and go up to maybe at least his face, or maybe the plague can wrap around his eyes or something. I don't know. This guy's
okay. So you rolled a 2.
Fuck.
Which means you have like let's see.
Another mosquito.
You have like No, this time you summon like a fly. There's like a fly, but he's like kind of a jacked fly, you know, not
Just a
like your everyday
fly.
fly.
He's fucking
Actually, no.
jacked, bro.
You summon a bee, but this bee
A
is like
bee, okay.
absolutely jacked, and he
Alright,
goes up.
jacked
He,
bee. Alright.
he goes up to the elephant and he like stings him, and it poisons him a little bit, but it doesn't really do that much, to be honest. And he dies because after a bee stings, they die. So that's all
Yep.
that did. So yeah. Now Draco's starting to get really mad. So at this point, he summons the first Loxodon Omega to fight for him. So now these guys are both in the field that you're
Oh.
facing off with them, and they're both level 5,000.
Fucking what?
A game that only goes up to 20. They're level 5,000.
They're demigods. They don't have to follow the rules.
You're right, fam. You.
So you have to survive 2 more turns.
I'm going to attempt to cast Giant Insect this time.
Okay, you roll to get a giant insect. You get an 18. Okay, this time you get
Oh, God.
the same bee, but this time it's his true form. So he's the ultimate killer bee.
Wow.
He is the toughest of the toughest, and he's really mad because they just kicked him and killed him, or killed his his weaker body. But he came back in his true form. So now he's not playing around, and he's about to take
I'm a
out.
fucking wasp now.
He's the ultimate killer bee. He has like 3 spikes coming from each side, and he's
shit,
insanely
okay.
strong. And he can he has like Gatling guns for his arms.
Okay. Weird flex.
So wait. I gotta make his make him look properly. Hold on.
God.
So yeah, this is a bee,
Oh.
and I need the yellow on here just so it looks like a bee. Hold on. And then black. Okay, cool. So the bee is like actually pissed off, like extremely mad. So he goes up. He goes up to the first Loxodon, and he's like, he starts stinging him like all over the body, like in the eyes, the cheeks, the ears, he rips off a tusk and throws it at Draco the Executioner right in the eye.
Oh shit.
And then he starts to use his Gatling gun, and it completely just rips open the Loxodon's entire skull, and he's just starting bleeding. You can see his brain and everything. And then he goes and fires an ultimate bee attack laser that actually goes through the entire Loxodon and splits him in half. And so he's completely just ultimately just gone. He's dead, and it's like his guts are spilling out and everything. And then after that, the bee disappears because whenever he uses his ultimate laser attack, they die, just like smaller bees when they sting.
Okay.
So now the first Loxodon is completely split in half, but he's still like moving around a little bit.
Okay, Vicken.
What the fuck?
I'm inventing a new game. We're gonna call it Dungeons with Cloud. So it's now DWC. That's what we're playing. DWC. It has its own fucking rules, fam.
Oh my god.
Vicken, what is your next move? Because Omega here is probably almost dead, seeing as he's in 2 pieces. And Draco's got a tusk in his eye.
I'm gonna just go heal Bob.
Okay. That's fair.
All right, so you gotta go heal Bob, and you roll a 17. Okay, so Bob is completely healed now. He's like, "Hey man, thanks," and daps you up. He's like, "Yo, I got this now. I'm feeling stronger than ever, and I figured out what his weakness is."
Do I
Exactly,
think...
split in half.
No.
Just run for your life, motherfucker. Just go.
He's talking about the Executioner. He's like, while I was knocked out, I had time to think about what to do, and in my dream, I had a vision that if I went up to the Loxodon, if I went up to Draco, and if I took off there's like an orb right here. If I took the orb from his his helmet, then he would be completely weakened and vulnerable, and he would shrink down to a normal Loxodon size. And he tells you he had a vision of that. But he's completely healed now. Zeal has 1 turn left until he's fully healed or fully ready.
Okay. I'm going. I'm going to what else can I do with this staff? It's got one other thing, I think. Okay. I'm gonna summon an insect cloud.
An insect cloud, okay.
Which is a 30-foot radius cloud of harmless flying insects. And I'm going to order them to help Bob get up to the helmet where he needs to be.
Okay.
So they can either conceal his it's just a big cloud of insects, or I don't know if they could pick him up, or they're just gonna try.
Okay, so the bugs, they go to pick up Bob and they bring him to safety. So Bob is now in safety. And they're just here, and they're still like guarding Bob, kind of. Make sure no guards mess with them.
Yeah, so his goal is gonna be to get that orb, but other than that.
Oh wait, you bring him up to Draco, or like? Wait.
Yeah, they're gonna help him get it.
Oh,
they're gonna
okay.
help him get up to the helmet if they can.
Okay, so the bugs help help Bob try to get up to the orb to take it out of Draco, but Draco sees this and he tries to swat him away. And he rolls a 3, so he misses. So Bob manages to get to the helmet, but you need to like stall it for like half a turn.
Okay. I'm just gonna like start yelling in.
You start what?
Really mean. I'm just gonna start being really mean and yelling insults and like.
Okay.
Smacking him in the foot with my staff, even though it's not gonna do anything.
Okay. And what about Vikin?
Throw a few more javelins.
All right. So, Elio, you start like insulting Draco. Wait.
My javelins aren't even toothpicks to this fucker.
True. But all right. So Elio, you start insulting Draco, but it does nothing because Draco does not understand the language that you speak, and he doesn't care either.
He doesn't he's a Loxodon that doesn't understand Loxodon.
Well, he understands it, but he doesn't care about anything. He's like a zombie kind of, but he just. And then Vikin, you throw a javelin, but it's enough to distract Draco that he tries to block the javelin with his hand. He sees it and then he flicks it off like a little like a booger, and it goes and hits a random guard in the Coliseum. And but at this point, Bob grabs the orb. He takes the orb, and as he takes it off, Bob is infused with it, and he gets insane power. He's like level 50 after absorbing it. But
that's my body.
But he's still on your side, and then he jumps down, and he's back with you guys, and the bugs are still here too. So now
I run up to Bob and give him a hug because I'm glad he's.
All right, you give Bob a hug, and then Rotuska comes out. He's like, all right, now we have to assist Zeal in this attack against Draco. So Zeal opens his spell book, and he disengages the omniscience once again, and he takes his sword out, and he's like, all right, I'm about to go for a swing, and he slices Draco clean in half with an ultimate Omega Crusher Strike of Destruction. So Draco is completely just obliterated. I mean, just sliced in half. And then Bob is like a demigod almost right now. He's like a quarter god. And so you guys are like, you're like, shit, that was crazy. And then you notice that inside the orb that was inside
Okay, I don't know why I thought anything else happened when you were talking about Ring of Omnipotence. All right.
So then the orb that was inside Bob, it starts to come out of him, so he's no longer a god. And then the orb drops this ring, and it's the Ring of Omnipotence. But as King Loxy seeing this, he's like, I will not stand for this. And so he activates the alarm, and he's like, all available guards, we need you to kill the people in the Colosseum. And so he tries to run down there to like stop you once and for all. So, but do you guys choose to escape, or you want to face King Loxy?
I'm gonna grab the ring.
Okay. You grab the ring.
And I guess put it on.
Okay, so Elia puts on the Ring of Omnipotence, which means you are invincible, you cannot die, and you become a demigod. So, do you choose to teleport your team out of here, or do you want to kill everybody, or like what do you want to do?
I look around. I'm like, guys, we've come a long way today. Do we finish this or do we run?
Zeal says, let's finish this once and for all. Bob is like, I'm not sure about that. I mean, I'm no longer like strong or whatever. Rotuska's like, we must end this for the honor of our country. And then you have Vikin here.
What could go wrong?
All right.
So I grab Bob's hand and I'm like, Bob, I will send you away if you want, or you can stay and fight with us.
Bob's like, give me unlimited strength and I'll help.
Okay. Sure.
All right. So you give Bob powers, and he turns into he takes on the previous form of this Loxodon that you guys just killed. So he's like
God, big ugly fucker.
Wait, not that one. This one. He takes on the form of the first Loxodon. This is the original Loxodon true form. So
okay.
this is now Bob who's with you, and you guys are up here. Now as this is happening, King Loxy and about 5 million guards come out, and they're like, we must stop you. We will not stand for this impotence. And what's the word? Mutiny. We won't stand for this mutiny.
Mutiny.
And he's like, there's no way you can stop me. I'm the strongest Loxodon to ever roam the earth. So now what?
Well, I guess we're gonna go for it. I'm gonna step up to King Loxy.
Okay.
And you're just stand there. Like, your reign of terror on the Loxodons is over. On the world. The Loxodons have had their fair share of power. It is time we equalize things back out.
King Loxy asks you for a one-on-one challenge, and whoever wins gets to decide the fate of the world. Do you accept this challenge or no?
A one-on-one challenge when you have a ring that makes you immortal.
So you decline.
I decline because like I already have a team of people here.
I mean, but he has 5 million guards with him.
That's nice. I could probably kill them all if I wanted to. I have this ring.
She can't die.
All right. So King Loxy's all right. Fine, you decline my challenge, and he has all the guards from the stands shoot arrows at you guys, and he sends his entire guards inside to attack. I
hold up the ring so that they all can see it. I'm like, do you all really want to die right?
Everyone sees the ring and they all get scared and they run out. So now it's just you.
That's what I thought.
You and King Loxy. King Loxy's like, why is everyone running? What is this? And so he's like, fine.
They're not loyal to you, Loxodon. They're loyal to the fear they felt because of this stupid ring.
This doesn't amuse him at all. And then he starts to be like, yo, you're kind of pissing me off. And then he takes...
Step up, bruh.
He's like...
Step up.
He's like, I will not stand for this. I cannot believe you guys have done this. Zeal is a traitor to the Loxodon Empire. We were supposed to take over the world, and he betrayed us.
No.
So what do you choose to do? Do you choose to attack him or take him prisoner or like? Because at this point he's getting more aggressive.
I am a cleric, chaotic good, so I don't really want to kill more people. So my vote would be to take him, but you know there are other people in this party. So what does everyone want to do?
Zeal says you should end him. You should end him with honor and take him as prisoner back to the United Nations for a democratic judge and jury. Rotuska agrees because he's kind of like a Zeal simp. And then you have Vikin.
Take his head off.
All right, so you choose to kill him.
I
and
do
then...
believe you're outvoted, though, Vicken.
I fully am.
All right, so you guys choose to take him prisoner. King Loxy, since he no longer has the Ring of Omnipotence, he is vulnerable, and you guys take him with ease. So you guys travel back to United Nations, and let me add the king.
Why is there a McDonald's on the screen?
Okay, Elio, Zeal. Who am I forgetting? King Loxy. Oh,
We've got Bob.
Oh.
Bob decides to come with you guys. But yeah, I remember Bob. He turned into the elephant. Okay, he's back to his normal form now.
Oh, good.
All right, so now you go back for a democratic election. King Loxy is found guilty of all charges and sentenced to 10 trillion life sentences in prison. Since he is immortal, so keep that in mind. He will live to the end of those sentences, but it is 10 trillion lifetimes. So he's in prison, and then you go to bring the Ring of Omnipotence. Or actually, no, you have a choice. You could bring the Ring of Omnipotence to get it destroyed by an alchemist to prevent anyone from being corrupted by it again, or you could hold on to it for your own purpose.
I'm chaotic, but I am chaotic, so I'm gonna try to destroy it.
Okay, so you bring it to the alchemist. The alchemist is like, I see you have the Ring of Omnipotence, but he's like, there's only one way to destroy this. To destroy something of this great value, you must sacrifice something of equal value in exchange. And so he's like, do you have any ideas what you could do?
I guess I could sacrifice my staff.
He's like, that's not even close to being at the same equal.
Did you see the
power.
bee that came out of this thing?
He's like, it must be the value of a
cut
ring.
It got it in half.
He's like, the value of this ring alone cannot be destroyed by a staff. It must be a human life, or something like that.
I don't know any humans. Someone go find a human.
He's like, you could sacrifice.
A human.
He's like, there's a McDonald's down the street. You could sacrifice that. We could do a laser beam, destroy the entire place, or we could target a foreign planet that's like 10 trillion light years away. We could destroy that, and sacrifice that to destroy the ring, or we could sacrifice Bob.
Fuck you. We're sacrificing the McDonald's.
All right, so you plan to destroy the McDonald's. It blows up, absolutely obliterated. About like 5 lives lost in there or whatever. It's completely gone, destroyed. Nothing in the grand scheme of things. The ring is now completely scattered across the entire universe and can never be reassembled again.
Did we just go from Lord of the Rings to Inuyasha? What is happening?
And then you guys are claimed as the heroes of the entire world. You guys completed the mission, and you guys are heroes and will be lived on throughout history.
I go up to Bob, and I kneel down, and I'm like, Bob, you're my best friend through all of this. Will you marry me?
All right, gotta roll to see if he accepts.
Beg, he refuses. I beg.
He rolls at 18. He accepts your offer, and you guys get married. You guys are now in love.
Such a happy ending.
And then Rotuska's like, that was legit. If you guys ever want to kill some people again, let me know. And he just goes off. Vicken.
Where's Zeal during all of this?
Oh, wait, I forgot. Hold on, let me get Zeal.
We left him behind.
So we just rescued him just to leave him behind.
Zeal was like, that was the most hardest battle we may ever face together, but we did it for the good of the entire Loxodonians and the rest of the world. And he says he's forever in your debt. And if you ever need anything from him, just let him know. And he's like in charge of the United Nations. He's like the general or whatever. So he goes back, and then Vicken's here.
Vicken, you fought well. If me and Bob ever have children, I want you to be.
Wait, say again?
if I'm telling Vicken because he fought well, brave. If me and Bob ever have children, I want Vicken to be their.
Oh, okay. And
Oh, God.
and after this, Vicken is actually made the he's sent to the Loxodonian Empire to kind of de-Loxodonianize it and make it more like
if it means I get to kill things, done.
yeah, and you have to like make it more peaceful and less like Loxodonian like less how they were before. So that's the ending.
Wonder how Lego Man is.
Lego Man.
But as
Lego Man, dude.
as Vicken gets back to the Loxodonian Empire to take on his role as the new like king or whatever, he tries to like turn into democracy. He goes back, he sits on his throne, right? He sits on his throne, and out of nowhere, he just hears like some noise is like in the back over here, like in the trash. He's like, "Hey, what's that?" And so he goes to like check out what it is, and he just sees Lego guy come walking in, and he's like completely burnt and like scrapes and everything. He's like, "It's been a long time, old friend." And
It's been a whole day, old friend.
so he's here, and he just like looks out into the Coliseum, or not the throne room view, and that's the end of it. They look off into the distance.
Did you say he was burnt?
Yes.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm healing the Lego Man. I'm healing the Lego
All
Man.
right, you heal the Lego man, and he thanks you. He thanks you.
Wait, why is Vicken and Lego
Wait, what?
What?
Wait, you cut off. What'd you say?
Ellie?
I'm saying Vicken and Lego Man is a better love than Ellie. I ship it.
No.
He and one more thing, Lego janitor asks if he can become a general in your army.
You know what, kid? You've got heart. Sure.
No, Lego General literally is the badge. It's not even he wears a badge, he is the badge.
That's pretty much the end of it. You guys
No.
crushed it. You absolutely destroyed the campaign. That was
beautiful.
crazy. That was
It was
a
so
great
full
story.
of action and romance,
That was so chaotic.
chaos and bugs.
Dude, I told you it was gonna be the dumbest Dungeons and Dragons in history. Like, I literally said this, dude. It was.
Oh my
I had no
God.
idea what I was doing. But
I vote we do this again sometime.
for sure, definitely.
And I'm definitely calling this Dungeons with Cloud instead of D&D because I was not
yeah.
D&D.
I don't know what D&D is, so I just made up my own
It's
stuff.
just we're calling this Dungeons
with.
with Cloud, and it's a new thing, and it's gonna catch on. Everyone, this
How would you rate? How would you rate how I did?
it's gonna replace D&D.
Did I do a good job as a DNC master?
Yes, it was.
Well,
it was amazing.
I couldn't stop fucking smiling.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad that I was able to provide a good experience, and yeah, I appreciate you guys coming to join. It's a lot of fun.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, I'm gonna have to run the next DNC campaign.
All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go now. But yeah, let me know if you guys want to do this again.
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
Oh, yeah, totally.
All right,
That
guys.
was a riot.
All right, peace.
Peace, babe.
All right, that was crazy. I never did anything like that before, but that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. So yeah, let me see if I have any friends that are live. That was so funny. I love that. Okay, let me raid this person. All right, I'll see you guys later.